Okay, Year 12, someone's asked about question 15, so I'm going to put a video up about it. Okay, so let's read the information about 15. A loan, $6,000. $6,000, 5 years, 15%. Now, here are the tricky bits. It's charged monthly, but it's paid back in 5 annual instalments. So they're going to charge the interest monthly, but you're only going to pay it back with a payment every year for 5 years. So think about it. Your payments are going to be, if you're only going to make 5, it's going to be over 1,000. It's going to be close to 1,500, maybe 1,800. I don't know. So the monthly repayments is going to be 15 interest rate divided by 12 divided by 100. Oh, beautiful. 0.0125. 0.0125. Okay. So at the end of the first year, oh, but we're paying it back in it's calculated monthly. I'm going to get to that. At the end of the first year, we've got $6,000 and it's earned 12 monthly interest bits. So 1 plus, 1.0125 to the power of 12, because that's how many interest payments have happened in that first year. And then you pay off an amount. At the end of the second year, all of that will have earned 12 monthly interest calculations. So it's going to be 6,000 times 1.0125 to the 12 minus m, and I'm going to write this out because I bet some of you have some trouble with the indices. So that whole thing has earned 1.0125, 12 of them, because there's been 12 months in this year, and then they repay another amount. So I'm going to expand this now. Hopefully you would have been able to do this. When I multiply this by this, I'm going to add the powers. So 6,000, because please remember, x cubed times x squared equals x to the 5. Please remember that. So 1.0125 to the 24 minus m times 1.0125 to the 12 minus m. Now that's going to keep happening. All right. Now notice that this is this times 12, and this is going to go up in 12s as well. So if I go to the 5th year, I'm going to get 6,000 times 1.0125. 5 12s are 60, minus m, and I'm going to have one less 12 there. I'm going to have 1.0125. And that's only going to be 4 12s, so that's going to be 48, plus 1.0125. Take another 12 off that, 36, plus ... until I get to 1. All right? Now, if I rewrite that series the other way around, 1 plus 1.0125 to the 12 plus 1.0125 to the 24 plus dot, 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 1.0125 to the 48. That's what that is. Now, this is a series. Let's have a look at this. This is a series. And the first term is 1. R is 1.0125 to the 12. Every time we're multiplying by that. Now, how many terms are there? There are 5, because it's going to be 5 of these. So n equals 5. Right, now we're set, because we've got 0. That's how much you paid you're going to have when you pay it off. 6,000. 1.0125 to the 60 minus m times s of 5. So let's take that over, and I'm going to get this m over here, and I'm going to get 6,000 1.0125 to the 60 over s of 5, which is, and you've got to write this, my a is 1, my r is 1.0125 to the 12, but I have to raise that to the 5, minus 1 over 1.0125 minus 1. Okay. So then it's calculator work. Now, these two powers here will multiply by each other and be 60, but I'm going to try and enter them in the calculator the way exactly as it appears here. So here we go. 6,000 times 1.0125 to the power 60. Down the bottom, let's have another fraction there. I don't need the 1. I wrote it in my working, but I don't need it. So I've got bracket 1.0125 to the power of 12. Close the bracket. Put another power there, because there are 5 terms. Minus 1. Don't need brackets around that, because that's what the fraction does, the vinculum does. 1.0125 minus 1. And that should be it. And I know I'm wrong. So have I missed a decimal in there somewhere? Because it's 142, and I know it needs to be in the thousands. 1.0125, 1.0125, 1.0125. Well, it looks pretty right. Let's use 1.0125. 1.0125. Okay, let's just use that as my answer and see if I get the same thing. 6,000 times my answer to the power of 60. Go down below. My answer to the power of 12. To the power of 12. And I need parentheses around that. Get here. I need a bracket there, because all of that, get back here, is to the power of 5 minus 1 over my answer minus 1. 142. I think I must have done something incorrect. 1.0125. Oh, Here it is. That is to the power of 12. That is to the power of 12. So let's go back. And my answer will have changed now. How can I make that? So I'm going to go back and do it the proper way. So 6,000, just to show you that it does work, times 1.0125 to the power of 60. Go down below, another fraction, 1.01, bracket, I need a bracket there, 1.0125 to the power of 12, bracket, the power of 5. Oh, too many powers. Oh, come on. What are you doing? All right, to the power of 5, minus 1, and then I've got 1.0125 to the power of 12. Get out of there, minus 1. Now we should get the right answer. No, it's not the right answer. Have I made another mistake? Oh, there isn't a 0 in that bottom one. Gee, you got to be careful. Yes, and finally we get it. So, our answer is 1835.68. 1835.68, which is correct. So, have to be very careful there. You can notice it, and your working needs to be smack on. I messed up because I left that 12 out. And again, this is what you need. All right, that's what you've got to have. Okay.